What's up, everybody? My name is Anthony, and for today's video, there's a magazine in the wall that is glitching, and that was weird. I thought it was a person. But anyways, for today's video, we are going to be talking about the fact that I gained weight. Now, I really didn't think I was going to have to talk about this again, but people really just keep bringing it up, and I figured instead of getting mad about people bringing it up, I would just talk about it in like a really calm manner and give people kind of the rundown of how I gained weight, why I started to gain weight, and what kind of happened that led me to actually gaining weight in the first place. So as most of y'all know, I went through something pretty traumatic with an ex-girlfriend of mine last year, and it caused a lot of mental and physical health issues. It exacerbated my PTSD, it gave me extremely bad anxiety, and it also gave me something called cyclical vomiting syndrome. Now, this is like a scary thing. You don't even have to look it up because I don't want anyone to get like triggered by it and have it happen to them, but essentially, cyclical vomiting syndrome is just like your brain kind of just deciding to throw up whenever it wants to, and it does it literally in a cycle. As you can imagine, that is extremely debilitating. All of a sudden, you feel like this sensation in your throat, and then you have to go throw up. Doesn't matter where you are, if it's in your bed, if it's in the bathroom, if you're driving, it literally does not matter. Like, I cannot tell you how many times I had to pull over and throw up because I was just like, oh, time to throw up. Didn't matter what I ate, didn't matter what I drank. I could drink like water, have fruits and vegetables, and eat super healthy, and I'm still throwing up 3 times a day. Now, they do say that certain like hormonal imbalances and certain like chemical imbalances in your body cause this stuff. Like, my psychiatrist at the time said my body had gotten way too much dopamine or serotonin or one of those things over the course of like 3 or 4 months, which is when my ex was being super terrible to me and leading me on and making my emotions go from high to low to high to low every day. And he essentially said that that caused a lot of negative things inside my body, and then all of a sudden I felt like I was dying pretty much every day. And it's just so crazy because like in the beginning I really thought I just had like a bad stomach bug for a week or two, and then all of a sudden I would literally wake up with this feeling in my throat, and I'd like eat and it'd feel better, and then 5 minutes later it would come back and I would literally just have to throw up. Like, there was nothing I could do to not get sick. Like, I just kept getting sick. Like, I'm so serious. It's the craziest thing ever to think that like I was not causing my body to do what it was doing. Like, it literally just felt like it had to do it. Imagine this, like you're writing, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're writing like a note or something to someone, or you're writing your name, and every time you draw the letter N, your hand just goes up, right? And it makes it almost impossible to actually write the letter N. Well, that's essentially what my body was doing, except instead of writing or doing anything and twitching, I was just throwing up all the time. And it mostly happened in the mornings and late at night. So essentially, like when I first woke up and my cortisol was super high, or right when I was going to sleep and I was just feeling exhausted. I'm not gonna lie, when you're throwing up all the time, you're probably not getting the greatest sleep. But like, if I was not like making myself sleep like 11 or 12 hours a day, I was not feeling good. I would get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep, wake up, get sick, take my medicine, sleep for another 3 hours, wake up, feel sick, maybe get sick again, go to sleep again. Then that third time of me throwing up after I wake up for the third time, I end up feeling like a lot better. And then all of a sudden from like 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., I start feeling sick again. So as you guys can see, it was pretty much a cycle. And what did I do to fight this cycle? Literally nothing. I would take medicine to make myself fall asleep so that I wouldn't be throwing up. That was literally the only thing I could do to make it feel better. It didn't matter if I drank water or coffee or soda or orange juice or anything, or eating great or anything. Dude, it just didn't work. Nothing made me feel better. And this was very hard for my ex and my friends and my mother to comprehend, because even I couldn't comprehend it. I was pretty much telling everybody like, yeah, dude, I'm just not eating well, and it's like I'm addicted to caffeine, or it's got to be like a sugar intolerance thing, or maybe it's celiac. I was just telling everybody literally whatever I could to make them try to understand it better. Now, was I intentionally lying? Absolutely not, because I was convinced every time I would go online and like read something, be like, oh my gosh, I'm having these symptoms, it's got to be that. And you could say, oh, well, you're just a hypochondriac. Not really, because I was having insane symptoms, getting sick all the time, and it wasn't just in my head. It was actually a physical response. I was just simply trying to identify what the response was and what it was getting triggered by. So now you might be thinking, well, Anthony, if you're throwing up all the time, like, you're probably not eating, so how did you even gain weight in the first place? Well, fortunately or unfortunately for me, depending on how you look at it, the one thing that really helped besides medicine was eating all of the time. I literally could not stop eating. If I stopped eating and I gave myself like an hour between eating, I would feel like I was going to throw up. But for some reason, when the food went down my throat and my stomach was full, uncomfortable, I no longer felt that feeling in my throat where it's like, I'm gonna puke. And now, I'm not even joking. I legitimately could not tell you the mental or physical reason why this was happening. Like, I genuinely have no idea. Like, it does not make sense to me. Like, I don't know if the food I was eating was, like, calming the stomach acid or something. Like, I have no idea, but all I know is that that worked. So, essentially, I would DoorDash, like, 4 or 5 times a day, eat, always have, like, a Gatorade or something by me to get the sugars up. Yeah, I just ate a lot of food. And when you're eating a lot of food, but you're still super weak and you can't really get exercise because any sort of physical exertion makes you feel like you're gonna throw up, you're gonna keep a lot of the weight. And unfortunately, that was my reality. I ended up having to eat a lot more to calm down the nausea, to calm down the feeling in my throat, and I gained a ton of weight. And that was from February 2024 to January 2025. After that, I think I threw up one time in April, and I haven't thrown up since, which is absolutely a blessing. Like, I remember when I threw up in April, like, I knew it was gonna happen. Like, I felt just super weird that one day, and I was like, oh gosh, like, this is the same feeling I was getting. And after 3 months, like, I almost forgot the feeling entirely. So when it came back around, I was like, whoa, like, why do I feel so weird? And of course, I got sick. But luckily, guys, it's been 6 months since I've gotten sick, and I'm actually super proud of that. Obviously, like, people are like, dude, you're unhealthy, like, you look weird, you look fat, you're chopped, your cheeks are huge. Someone in my chat said it looked like I chewed metal because my cheeks and my jawline have gotten bigger. And I just want to say that not only was I eating a lot of food, but I was chewing like 5 sticks of gum every day. And I'm actually going to be making a video on how much gum I chewed because it's ridiculous. I chewed an unhealthy amount of gum. I'm not even joking. But again, when I was chewing gum, like, the saliva was getting produced, and just like the act of swallowing was helping me not be nauseous. Absolute pause. That's got to be the biggest pause I've ever done, dude. That is actually insane. But anyways, guys, yeah, to stop me from getting sick all the time, I had to eat literally all the time, and I couldn't work out or do any exercise because I felt so sick. It literally felt like I had a constant flu. I couldn't lift my head off the pillow until I felt that hunger and that feeling in my throat where I knew I had to eat. That was like the only time I lifted my head up off the pillow, or like to play Valorant or stream or whatever, when I was feeling good after I had the cyclical syndrome. But anyways, yeah, that is how I gained weight. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I have never appreciated people being mean to me, bro. I've gotten made fun of for my eyebrows, my teeth because there's a gap in it, my weight, my hair, the buzz cut. Like, I'm so serious, bro. And I don't see anybody else like picking on people, bro. Like, it is legitimately always me that gets picked on for my physical stature and things I got going on. So for the people that haven't made fun of me, thank you. For the people that have made fun of me, y'all suck, bro. Y'all made me feel sad. And now we're timing out of the lobby. Anyways, I'm gonna hit a trick shot. That's how I gained weight. Hopefully you guys have a better understanding of it now. It may sound like I'm just like, oh, making excuses, I'm not working, I'm lazy. You go through what I went through and try to even move, bro. Try to go for like a 5-minute walk and you will literally feel like you need to go to the hospital. But yeah, enough yapping. Let's hit a shot. Wait a minute.
68?
Wait a minute. Where was this guy?
What did you hit?
Wait, where was this guy?
Oh my god. Oh!
Yeah,
Oh
I mean, that's
God.
just... I mean, that's just
you actually
disgusting.
just smacked the shit out of him.
I don't even
like
know
a
where he
disciplined child.
was. Yeah,
Oh.
dude. I'm beating the shit. Anyways, yeah, I spent an hour trying to hit a shot and I couldn't hit anything, so I just showed you guys that one. But yeah, that's how I gained weight. Anthony, have a good one.